Hello there. Welcome to Module 2 Vocabulary in Context. In the previous module, you learned how to make an intelligent guess on the meaning of unknown words by examining the surrounding words. In this module, you will learn how to guess the meaning of unknown words by examining the word parts. You might be familiar with roots, prefixes, and suffixes. Roots are the part of the word that make up the basic meaning. Prefixes are the word part added to the beginning of a word, and suffixes are letters or a group of letters attached to the end of a word to form a new word or to change the grammatical function of the word. For example, the verb read is made into the noun reader by adding the suffix er. Similarly, read is made into the adjective readable by adding the suffix able. So, how do we use these word parts to figure out the meaning of unknown words? Let's start with an easy one. Take a look at the word submarine, and let's pretend that you've never seen this word before and you have absolutely no idea what it means. So, what you would want to do is see if you could break up the word into parts that you do know. So, you will break it up right here, and now you have sub and marine. Okay, sub. Well, I know that a subway is a train that goes underground, so maybe sub means under. And then you look at the marine part and you would say, well, I know that a marine has something to do with the water, so maybe submarine is something that goes underwater. And as you know already, you will be correct. By breaking up the word when it's unfamiliar into parts that are familiar to you, you can figure out unknown words. Here is another easy example. The word prefix itself begins with the prefix pre, which generally means before or in front of. If you do not know that pre means before, you could try connecting it to other words that begin with pre that you already know. Let's say prehistoric, pretest, or precaution. Let's take pretest. It is a task conducted at the beginning of a class or before the real class activity begins. And you know that pre-task can be opposed to post-task, which is conducted after a class. So pre means before. This time let's try root and suffix. Let's try to break down this word, mortician. Well, let's think about words you know that have the word part morte in them. Maybe you know about mortuary, which is another word for a funeral home. Or maybe you know that your mortal enemy is the enemy who wants to see you die. Or the fact that if you are immortal, then you can't die, you live forever. Maybe you've seen police officers take post mortem data from a crime victim. You might not know exactly what a mortician is, but you're getting the idea that it has something to do with death. If you are thinking along these lines, you will be on the right track. A mortician is the funeral director who performs the task of preparing a dead body. One thing that you should remember in using word parts and other kinds of clues to guess the meaning of an unknown word is that you have to pay attention to the code text as well. Code text is the word surrounding a particular word or passage within a text that provide context and help to determine meaning. For example, you may guess the meaning of morphology by looking at the structure morph and logy. Maybe you know that root morph means form and suffix logy means science or study of. But to determine the meaning, you'll need to look at the previous or adjacent sentences. See if the sentences surrounding the word morphology are talking about biology or linguistics. Morphology has two meanings. In biology, it means the branch of biology that deals with the form of living organism and with relationship between their structures. In linguistics, it is the study of the forms of words. Knowing the meaning of root, prefixes, and suffixes can be a great tool to learn new words. I hope it helps, and check out the list of prefix, suffix, and root meaning in the handout. That's all for now. Thank you and see you.